show you guys. Now, before I show you guys, one of the ones that I asked for, they were still baking. So, one, I'm expecting it to be a little bit raw. Two, they put frosting on it right when it's warm. So the frosting has melted immediately. Like, it is just not even on the cookie anymore. So I'm going to make a mess. And it does not look as pretty as it normally does. It's just the normal swirl that Crumbl does. But yeah, if you've ever gone into a bakery that bakes fresh and you say, just frost it right out of the oven. No, you don't want that, because whatever you're getting is going to be messed up. So you don't want that. But here is our box. Bringing friends and family together over the best desserts in the world. I hate that saying. C-R-U-M-B Bell Crumbl. Okay. So here are our cookies, and do you see that one in the corner with the frosting? So melted. Yeah, so melted. But box of 4. I'm not excited really for any of these, if I'm being honest. Sorry, there was something weird in one of them. It kind of looked like hair and it kind of looked like pencil lead. Nonetheless, okay, 4 cookies. I will read you guys all of the flavors of the week, and then I'll tell you which ones I got. So on top is double chocolate chip cookie, a gooey cookie packed with milk chocolate chips, topped with semi-sweet chocolate chunks, and finished with a dash of sea salt. I've never had this one. I was like, oh, I've had that one so many times. I've never had this one, but I don't like milk chocolate chips, so it's fine that I didn't get this one. Chocolate, strawberry, cheesecake, chocolate, strawberry, cheesecake. A strawberry infused cheesecake baked on a cookies and cream crust, finished with a rich chocolate ganache and a swirl of whipped cream. Now this sounded interesting, but if I'm being honest, I don't love strawberry in baked goods. It took me a really long time to actually like chocolate covered strawberries, just because they were just not my vibe for the longest time. And I was like, okay, maybe I'll try it, but the Biscoff cheesecake was so not my vibe. It was so weird, and the texture was so weird, and the taste was so weird that I was like, I'm probably never gonna get a cheesecake again unless I really, really want one. But yeah, no. The next one is the first one that I have, and that is the Snickerdoodle skillet cookie. So, a vanilla cookie rolled in cinnamon sugar, topped with cinnamon mousse, a drizzle of melted white drops, and a crunch of cinnamon streusel. Melted white drops. I hate how they say that and not chocolate, because like, I guess it's not. It literally looks like marshmallow. It is so white. It looks like marshmallow, and white chocolate more is like a yellowy taste color to it, like a cream color to it. So it's a vanilla cookie rolled in cinnamon sugar. That is not a Snickerdoodle. Every time I've made Snickerdoodles, you put cinnamon in the cookie powder. It sounded like someone just got in a car accident outside of my house. Hold on. Okay, well, I don't see anything weird, but I definitely heard like a screech of tires and then like a big clunky noise. So I don't know what just happened, but Snickerdoodle skillet cookie. The Snickerdoodles always let me down, and that's why, because they don't put cinnamon in the cookie. It would be so much better if they just put a little bit of cinnamon in the cookie, because, yeah. Okay. But I did get that one. The skillet cookie seemed interesting, and it looks really pretty, but interesting. Cookies and cream, tres leches cake, a fluffy dark chocolate cake soaked in classic tres leches sauce, topped with whipped cream and finished with a sprinkle of cookies and cream. I don't really know moist, but this one is weird. I don't know what makes it cookies and cream, because it's just chocolate and whipped cream. I don't know. Good name, I guess. Cake batter cookie. I did get this one. This is the one that is melted all over the box, which is super duper fun. They should have just said, no, you can't have that one. It's too warm. I don't know. Also, I'm a little afraid this one's going to be raw in the middle. It seems nice and cooked on the outside, but I don't know. But a cake batter cookie topped with a swirl of luscious cake batter cream cheese frosting and playful bites of mini cookie cake batter balls. Mini cookie cake batter balls. Mini cookie cake batter balls. Sorry, I heard something outside my house. I think I've had this one before, but I think it was a little bit different. I don't think it had the mini cake batter balls on top of it. Our next cookie is a peanut butter crisp cookie featuring Butterfinger, a rich cookie bursting with creamy peanut butter, melted chocolate, and crunchy Butterfinger pieces. Butterfinger is a trademark of the Ferrero Group. Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. So when I went into the store, my store's been closed for 2-ish months, probably a month and a half, because they were remodeling it. So I'm like, oh, maybe they'll make it more like the store in Chandler that I went to. No, I don't know what they did. They might have made the bakery a little bit bigger. I think they made the front section a little smaller. But I was like, are they going to put a menu up? Because they don't have a menu in front of you. It used to be like you walked in and then you ordered and the menu was over here. So you'd have to look. They didn't have a menu, so I came in and I was like, I want the peanut butter. Let me grab my phone. And it was just very annoying that they don't have name tags on the cookies. Yeah, there's my ramble about how annoying that is. But yeah, they don't have a menu, which is weird. So yeah, peanut butter, I didn't want this one, but I also didn't want the chocolate chip cookie one, so we went with the peanut butter crisp cookie featuring Butterfinger. It smells so peanut buttery. That's the strongest scent out of all these cookies is peanut butter. And then our last cookie, which I'm excited for, is the lemon bar cookie. Lemon bar cookie. A zesty lemon cookie smothered with zingy lemon bar toppings and sprinkled with powdered sugar. I wonder who gets paid to come up with the names and the descriptions. Because, for all these bakeries, because I filmed a video over the weekend of going to a donut place and trying their donuts, and same thing there. Their descriptions and names were crazy. They were just full of such descriptive language that didn't really make sense. Zingy lemon bar topping, zingy lemon bar topping. I don't. It's lemon curd. Maybe it's not lemon curd. What's in a lemon bar is usually lemon curd. Zesty and zingy. Nonetheless, those are the cookies that I got. Lemon bar, peanut butter, cake batter, and Snickerdoodle. So let's start with the cake batter to get the really, really messy cookie out of the way. Okay, it's so hot. I have to put my hair up. It's just ridiculous. So this is our cookie. It looks crazy. The bottom is very moist. It is falling apart. Yep, okay. Yeah, this is not cooked all the way through. Some good frosting though. Oh, this is so messy. It's making me upset that I just got frosting all over my microphone. It's good though. The frosting really makes it what it is. frosting is what has all of the flavor in this cookie completely. It's so very bland without the frosting. Oh my god. If you could see what my table looked like, you would be like, oh, that is real messy. But the cookie breaking noises are the best noises. I'm not sure if they undercooked these cookies because people were waiting on them. The outside is crispy, the inside needed 2 more minutes. And then it would have continued to bake a little bit out of the oven to not make it so soft and like it's falling apart. It's falling apart. So, yeah, it needed like 2 more minutes, and honestly, it probably could have been because like even the outside is a little bit doughy still. It's cooked on the outside, it is soft on the inside. I'm not saying it's raw. It's definitely not raw. This tastes like a cookie that has come straight out of the oven, because when a cookie comes straight out of the oven, it is still fairly underdone on the inside, and then you let it sit on the pan and you let it cook through all the way. And by the time it's cool or warm, it is cooked all the way through. I think I've talked about this in pastry school. We made chocolate chip cookies, and it was like the last thing we did that night, and people were putting them in Ziploc bags to take them home, and our chef was like, don't completely seal the Ziploc bag. The cookies are still warm. You need to let them finish the baking process, and if you like completely seal them in there, they're not going to finish. They're going to like stay sitting in that steam, and they're going to stay moist. So this works for some things. If you want a really moist cake, if you wrap it up in plastic wrap while it's still warm, not hot, but warm, you're gonna seal in that moisture in there. You gotta make sure it's cooked all the way through though. You gotta make sure it's cooked all the way through, or it will end up very doughy when you take it out. And okay, let me explain again. You take it out of the oven when it's done. Cakes should, when you touch them, bounce back with 2 fingers. You push your 2 fingers in and it should reform. Take it out of the oven, let it sit until you can touch the pan, flip the cake out, wrap it up in plastic wrap, throw it in the fridge, throw it in the freezer, let it sit. It will still be moist when you let it thaw out. It won't be dry. So wrapping up stops the baking and keeps in all of the moistness. Cookies shouldn't be like that, because most people are eating cookies pretty immediately, and you don't want that raw, doughy inside. You should let it cook all the way through. Nonetheless, let's go on to our next cookie after rambling for so long. This one might be raw. I don't know if I can pick it up. This is the lemon bar cookie, the zingy and zesty lemon bar. This is a refrigerated one, and it definitely could have used a little bit longer in the oven. I think the refrigerated ones are always a little more underdone because they don't sit in the warmer, which cooks them a little bit because it's sitting in a hot environment. But let's go. also supposed to have powdered sugar on it, and there is no powdered sugar on it. There's like powdered sugar on the cookie, but not on, I don't know. These are not the best box already. Lemon curd, very lemony. Very, very lemony. Zingy is the right word. It is quite zingy. It's hot. It is a little doughy, and not in a like good way because it's cold. It's good. The flavor is lemony when you get a bite of the curd and the cookie together. The cookie is very doughy, very chewy, and it's definitely a little undercooked. It's not raw, it's just a little undercooked. If you can mold your cookie into like a ball and it will stay in a ball, it's not cooked all the way through, and that's definitely what could happen with this cookie. Like, here's the edge. And I can make like a cake pop out of this cookie. There's no flavor to that. So weird. The lemon curd is good, but for me, I need that cookie part because I don't like the texture. The cookie has more flavor though. Sad. I think if you like lemon, you'll enjoy it, but the cookie has no flavor, no lemon flavor at all. Next up in the box is the skillet cookie, the Snickerdoodle skillet cookie, which looks like this. It is very hard on the edges. I wonder what they cook these in. Seems very crispy on the outside and doughy on the inside from the way it feels. I don't know, I'm gonna break this one. It should be interesting. It smells like something I can't put my finger on. It smells, I don't know, cinnamon toast crunch maybe. Alright. streusel off the top and then eat the piece of cake underneath. But more bland. It needs cinnamon. It needs vanilla. It needs salt. It has the potential of being a good cookie, but it's missing a lot of the components of a good cookie because it's just a sugar cookie. It's literally just a sugar cookie, a bland sugar cookie, and I'm very disappointed in this cookie. It doesn't taste like anything. The streusel barely tastes like anything. The mousse barely tastes like anything. That was a good bite of streusel. It's very crunchy streusel. Usually streusel's kind of like, it falls apart a little bit. That was very crunchy. I don't like this cookie. I'm not a fan. I feel like they really did a bad job with this cookie. I don't usually say that, but I feel like they did a bad job with this cookie. So let's move on. Alright. Lastly, the very confusing named cookie. Peanut butter crisp cookie featuring Butterfingers. I haven't had a Butterfinger in a really long time. Butterfingers are very orange. Okay, I shook some of the crumbs off so that they would not fall everywhere. Finally. Even if this tastes bad, at least it makes a good sound. Thank God, one cookie with a good sound. It's a pretty good peanut butter cookie. I don't really care for the chocolate or the Butterfinger pieces. I know that's why, like, that's part of it is the Butterfinger, but I don't really care for it. Alright, and it has a nice crunch. It's fine. I wish it had peanuts in it. I like the chocolate on its own. I'm not really a fan of this chocolate mixed with peanut butter. And I'm not really a fan of the crunchy Butterfinger pieces. So, it's fine. It's a fine peanut butter cookie. I probably would not, like, pay for it again. But if it was, like, a free cookie somewhere, yeah, I would eat it. And I'd be like, that was a good peanut butter cookie. Okay, so that was all the cookies. I just went and washed my hands because they were disgusting, and I wiped down my table because it was disgusting. I'm gonna have to, like, start wrapping my table up in plastic wrap lemon with every bite, and you don't get that with a ton of lemon curd. You get a very lemony bite and then a bite that has no lemon in it at all. 6.5 out of 10. Third favorite, peanut butter. I would have liked it if it was just a peanut butter cookie. The chocolate kind of got in the way, and the peanut butter crunch was not my favorite texture. I did not love it. The butter finger on top gave it a crunch that I was not a fan of. 5 out of 10. It was an okay peanut butter cookie. Then my least favorite is the Snickerdoodle skillet cookie. It is not a Snickerdoodle. It does not taste like cinnamon at all. It kind of tastes like coffee cake, like a very not cinnamony dry coffee cake. The cinnamon mousse had like no flavor to it at all, and the streusel was too crunchy for me, and the white chocolate on top did not add anything. I thought it was marshmallow. Not a fan, honestly. I feel like I would give that like a 3 or a 4 out of 10. It was not good at all. I would not order that again unless they started putting more cinnamon and more vanilla and more salt into this cookie. I say this every time, and I'm hoping that one day it'll change, that their base cookie, they will add a little bit more flavor to. They need to add more salt, they need to add more vanilla, they need to add more of whatever flavor they're trying to portray. Cake batter cookie, you need to add, assuming you're using some sort of extract, add more of that extract into the cookie, add more lemon extract, add more cinnamon extract, add more into the cookie, add more cinnamon into the cookie. Peanut butter, it was fine. Could have used a different texture in there. Just was a little bland. They're all a little bland. Overall, this was one of my least favorite boxes that I've gotten. I'm so sorry if this was like, ooh, she hates all of them. I hope the noises were okay. I really tried.